You had a hand in constructing that giant Talos to the north, did you not? When the Yulmoran volunteers began arriving, I hid myself away, lest I be recognized, thus depriving myself of what I am reliably informed was a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle. Bugger. Do you see it? There's a fire in Master Chai's eyes that was not there when first we met. A fire we had best keep kindled if we wish to see Yulmore change for the better. That Rendon geezer doesn't seem so bad. What was Master Chai worried about? He's got to give himself a bit more credit. Finding good help. Chai News's look of steely determination is only slightly undermined by the knocking of his knees. Rendon is quite right. Building Talos from scratch would require time we simply do not have. Which is why I propose to make use of the long-abandoned Talos which wander the wilds of Calusia. They will need to be deactivated, of course, and if memory serves, the tools required to do so should still be at top rung. Come with me. Well, I mean, Rendon is coming along now, so he seems to be, you know, tentatively on board. For a second, I saw just the glow from the mount, and I was like, is this leading to a solo duty? This is... so is he an authority... Oh, so he is an authority on Talos, is he? What other surprises could he be hiding, I wonder? How do you catch a... How do you catch a Talos, then? Dig a hole and lure it in? I guess I got confused with the howd. Because that could be... How did you catch a Talos, or how do you catch a Talos, then? Dig a hole and lure it in? I guess it could be read either way, but it's not that we've caught a Talos, so... I confuse myself. I don't know where my head is right now. It is one thing to repair an immobile Talos, as Urianger did, but quite another to catch one, surely. Does this not sound a trifle dangerous? Aha! The old memory hasn't let me down. This chest contains canisters filled with a dastardly potent insulating powder capable of halting the flow of ether in a Talos. We need only get within a throwing distance of one and let fly, thus disabling them without damaging them. Ingenious. An old trick of the trade, nothing more. Once disabled, it should be a simple enough matter to get them to march to Yulmore. More extensive repairs can wait. Ordinarily, this is where I would ask you to run along and do the deed. Oh, he's not going to do it. But as I have said before, it's high time we learn to stand on our own 2 feet. Thankfully, throwing canisters is something even I should be able to manage. Come off it, Master Chai. Even if the Talos ain't a threat, there's 101 other things out there waiting to make a meal of you. That's as may be. Kaishir, but Rendon tasked me with solving this problem, and I will not sit idly by while others risk everything to see my harebrained schemes realized. Not this time. Which isn't to say the mere thought of it doesn't fill me with dread. Truth be told, I can't feel my legs. But if I'm to prove I'm a man worth following, I must lead by example. Well said, Master Chai. Here, here. All right, but if there's any trouble, we call it off. I think after the last time, because I thought, again, like I've talked about, you think it's going to go one way, but it goes another. I'm not going to do the, okay, but I'll be here as backup type of thing. And that's not even what the second one's saying. Anyway, I'm going to go here, here. Just overthinking everything. Yes, well, it should go without saying that I have no intention of dying for this. I've always preferred living to see the fruits of my labors. And to make sure I do, I will require your help. It is as Kaishir says, these lands are dangerous if one is not careful. I would ask you to use my spyglass to look out for any beasts that could get in the way of my work. I will also need you to alert me when it is safe to subdue the Talos. Understood? Good. Then let's be off to the quick way through the north gate and see if we can't find a suitable vantage point for you. All right. Either Master Chai is off his nut, or this means more to him than he's been letting on. When first he arrived, I could barely hear him over the knocking of his knees. And now this. I'm not sure what's gotten into him, but whatever it is, I like it. There is little point in us both shouting instructions. Keep him safe, Lavenza. Alright, nothing to worry about, just a simple matter of sneaking up on the Talos while avoiding the slavering, bloodthirsty beasts lurking behind every rock. Child's play. When you're ready, let us begin. Okay, keep a lookout for danger and alert Chinese when it is time to, when it is safe to incapacitate the Talos. You may move the spyglass as well as zoom in and out, point the spyglass at Chinese and give him the signal to sneak near the Talos. Perhaps it is best to approach from the rear. Oh, okay. It's as simple as that. I did it? I did it! Let's move on to another Talos, shall we? Ooh. Curses, it's not alone. Calm yourself, old boy. Everything will be fine. Okay, I think yeah, just something like that. I do believe I'm getting the hang of this. You may leave the next one to me, Lavenza. Haha, that should do it. Now we have all we need to proceed. I'm curious how you even go about essentially programming like a magical golem or whatever. Talos in this case, but... Blimey, thought my heart was going to stop for a moment there. Make that a couple of moments. It would seem I misjudged Master Chai. There may yet be hope for Yulmore. Our friend returned with nary a scratch. Well done. I can scarcely believe it. It was a reckless, foolish plan, but somehow it worked. I did it. Master Chai, I believe I owe you an apology. Your plan to replenish Yulmore's food stores showed forethought and sound judgment. What's more, it is plain your time at Daedalus Stoneworks has equipped you to lead, as evidenced by the extraordinary company you keep. You, sir, are more than qualified to be the next mayor of Yulmore. I thank you for your vote of confidence, but the fact remains I'm wholly ignorant of the world of politics, which is why I would ask you to join me and grant Yulmore the benefit of your counsel. I would be honored. When the people behold these Talos, I have no doubt they will lend you their support. It would seem Yulmore's leadership is at last in capable hands. Would you not agree? We should probably be getting back soon, Master Chai. After you've tinkered with the Talos and all that. Lady Chai is worried sick.
Right. Right then. Form a line and make for Yulmore. What's that noise? Wicked White! Runaway Talos! Call the guard!
You should maybe have like an advanced group to let people know, hey, these Talos are not running wild.
Stay back! All of you!
Is that... Darling, you're back.
But of course I'm back. You didn't see... Dearest, I can't...
Oh, oh dear.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry, my darling. It's just the sight of you filled me with such joy, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, no, it's all right, dear. I should have just come out and said what it was I was intending instead of entrusting the task to a hastily scribbled letter.
Does that mean you'll do it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I? I mean, not that my absence signified any unwillingness, you understand? Oh, no, naught could be further from the truth. I only left to enlist the aid of the former mayor's senior advisor. And now that I have it, I believe I am ready to take office.
Oh, how wonderful!
God. Oh, God.
Dearest, please!
Wow. It's interesting. This gets me thinking about, you know, some of the streamers and so forth that are new to the game right now that are still playing through it, and how I've heard some of them talk about kind of not really expecting much from the story, not really being into story in MMOs and everything, and then turning out to actually like the story in this game. And thinking of a quest line like this, I mean, this has been quite a bit of a quest line here, dealing with Chai News and, you know, him becoming mayor and all of that stuff, and how it's not like this super critical type of like actiony end of the world type storyline or whatever, but it's still kind of fun and interesting, and how, like, I'm interested to see what these streamers and stuff will think of this. But it's like I can see them kind of still enjoying it, and they enjoy it, I think, because of the investment in the world, which is something I think is missing in a lot of MMOs, where the MMO feels more like a theme park because you're not really invested. The world is merely just a vehicle for doing the kind of content you enjoy doing, that whether that be like raiding or PvP or whatever, but you're not really invested in the world, where I think the story in this game does a great job of making you invested in the world and want to see, you know, these characters in it doing what it is they're doing, even if it does seem to be kind of mundane, you know, in trying to like you know, start up business here, there, and whatnot. And anyway, I think it's cool. Sorry, I wasn't much help. Still, seeing Master Chai go after those Talos was something, huh? Inspiring stuff. I dare say the future of Yulmore has never looked brighter. I'm fine. I just need a moment. Thank you again for finding my husband. I confess, I was not expecting your return to be quite so grand. That dear, sweet man. He is going to make the most wonderful mayor. I just know it. Oh, the guard doesn't have anything to say. Nobody else does. All right. That was quite a reception, one Master Chai will struggle to forget. More seriously, the arrival of the Talos has seized the public's attention. Once word is spread across Yulmore, it will be that much simpler to gather one and all so that Master Chai can make his inaugural address. Yeah, I assume that would be the same. There is no time to lose. We must begin making preparations for the inaugural address, once Master Chai has caught his breath, of course. Moving forward. Despite the butterflies in his stomach, Chai News is prepared to address the masses. No need to fret, Lavenza. I have never felt better. And not at all overawed by the prospect of addressing the assembled masses of Yulmore. As for where to do it, if we're to accommodate everyone who might feasibly wish to attend, I suppose the only place large enough would be the Emergent. Then I will go and spread the word among the citizens, both free and bonded, that they are to assemble there to meet their new mayor. I thought there wasn't free or bonded anymore. You there, Kai Shear, was it? Would you go and inform the residents of Gate Town and the derelicts? Of course I will. Or was he just saying he would inform? Well, still there's no free and bonded. Anyway. Good lad. I will let the guards know not to bar the way to Vothri's chambers. It goes without saying that I expect the Warrior of Darkness to attend, assuming she's available. Might as well see it through to the bitter end, huh? The doorman at the Crown Lift will show you up. Don't worry, I'll make sure everyone's there for Master Chai's big speech. So get yourself down to the Emergent. Go on. And then that dude still won't talk to me. Ah, yes, Master Chai told us to expect you. The Emergent is already filling up with people of all persuasions, free and bonded, citizens and non-citizens. But for you, our guest of honor, we have reserved a place at the front. Right this way, miss.
Go on, dear.
Thank you all for gathering here today. But before going any further, could I ask the free citizens of Yulmore to look around? 'Tis a sight none of us would.
Whoa.
Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded.
What happened there? That was weird. Okay, 'tis a sight none of us would ever have seen under Lord Vothry's rule. Not only do we stand in the familiar presence of those we once called the Bonded.
But today, we welcome the peoples of the Derelicts and Gate Town too. Today we welcome the Warriors of Darkness, come to bear witness to Yulmore's new beginning. As you know, an election was recently held, at the end of which I had the honor of being chosen to succeed Lord Vothry. You place great faith in me, and I promise to do my utmost to live up to your expectations, and I will seek always to carry out the duties of this office with integrity and fairness. Always, I say, but not forever. Let it be known that I do not intend to hold this post indefinitely. I consider myself but an acting mayor, who will serve only for the interim, while Yulmore is reshaped according to a new set of values. No longer can we think of ourselves as divided, as the free and the bonded, citizens and non-citizens. The systems put in place by Lord Vothry must be undone. But even as we tear down the old, we must give thought to the new, to what manner of nation Yulmore should become. Whatever the answer may be, it cannot be decided by one man alone. And so I propose that an open forum be held, that we might all discuss how best to strive towards a better future. However, there can be no talk of the morrow unless we first address the issues of today. Securing new sources of food, rebuilding relations with our neighbors, re-establishing industry. There is much and more that needs to be done. Too much for a mere man of business. And so I pledge instead to do everything in my power to ensure our city's security and stability while we all work together to see these problems solved. The road before us will not be easy, and I know full well how daunting the prospect of honest labor may seem to some of you. But we must accept the reality of our circumstances. We must move forward. This much we owe to ourselves and to the brave heroes who risked their lives to bring back the night. Once we have shored up our city's foundations and regained some semblance of normality, let us reconvene to speak of the future. Until then, I humbly ask that you lend me and each other your strength. For Yulmore!
A lot of dead faces. There we go. Seeing everyone come together like that, it was beautiful, that was. Now our work can begin in earnest. I am very much looking forward to seeing this Yulmore for the people. Wasn't he simply wonderful? Seeing him take charge of the room as he did? Oh, it reminds me why I fell for him in the first place. The City of Final Pleasures, they used to call this place, back when the world was ending. But now I hope it will become the City of New Endeavors. That was a fine speech, Master Chai. I believe your words stirred every soul in attendance. Stir them to action, I hope. If I have learned anything from all of this, it is that change begins with the individual. Tis but a matter of finding the strength to take the first step. Assuming my fellow Yulmorans can, it shall be my honor and privilege to help them walk this road we have chosen. But we must not forget the individuals who made all of these changes possible. Were it within my power, I would carve a tribute to your heroism into the very stone upon which this city stands. I hate to change the subject, darling, but now that you have officially taken office, have you given any thought to your mayoral seat? We will not be moving into the emergent, dearest. It's too big for one thing, and too far from the people for another. We will retain our current residence, and I will govern here in the parlor. Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. I much prefer the view from the parlor. Begging your pardon, Master Chai, but have you got time for a word? Oh, that's the dude from the derelicts. Yes, of course. Hathenbet? Aye, that's me. I liked your speech, but there's folks outside these walls as don't even have enough food to last till tomorrow, and more who are counting their crumbs. If you've a plan to change that, I want to help set things in motion. Then we've much to discuss. No sooner do I take office than my work begins in earnest. Well, I suppose I brought it upon myself. Thank you again for your help, Lavenza. I hope to see you again before long. What a day. I don't know what it means exactly, but I do know I've got plenty to think about. I sense we all have a great deal to consider. I have resolved to remain here until such time as Yulmore's future was secured, but it is clear to me now that the city is in capable hands. I have every confidence they will find their way, and I believe it is time we went ours. Probably looks nicer on a clear day, but... Such is the whims of weather. With Master Chai at the helm, if only for the interim, I feel I can bid farewell to Yulmore and return to the source with no regrets. So, Alpha Node's leaving too, is he? Seems like everyone's moving on. Everything's changing. I've been thinking about what I should do in all this. Like I told you, I spent most of my life dreaming about living here with my friends in paradise. Where are his friends? Did they all die? Or I don't think we ever got confirmation of that. Or are they here? We just never see them. That paradise is gone, but something better's taken its place. And I reckon I want to be part of it. This Yulmore for the people Master Chai has been going on about ain't gonna build itself after all. Not that I'm much of a builder. Okay, me and my friends will find a way to make a difference, though. Help keep things changing for the better. A far nobler dream than the one to which you clung before, and one I am happy to say we share. Whatever path you choose, I will pray for your success. Well, when you put it like that, there's no going back now, is there? We've got a few ideas on how we can do our bit. Just a matter of taking the first step. Okay, so I guess his friends are here. We never see them. Thank you for watching this video. Tonight's stream was a bit longer than I was expecting, but we finished up 5.1, and if you know 5.1, you know at the end it's like, oh, here's a sequence of cutscenes, and then it's like, oh, you get to play as Justinian, and I forgot about that, and it was great. It was great. Just, yeah, so I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to come join me live, link to my Twitch is in the description down below. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a good one.